Happy birthday, Sagittarius. Welcome to Sagittarius season, everyone. My name is Debbie. Welcome back to the Mind, Body, Soul Evolution. Today is November 22nd. We are officially in Sagittarius season. This is my season. And we go all the way through until December 21st. So we'll be pulling cards for each sign, just so you have an idea of what to expect during Sagittarius season. But a little information about our Sagittarius friends. So Sagittarius, that they are the ninth sign of the zodiac, the third and final of the fire signs. They are known for being curious, energetic, spontaneous, fiercely independent. Like Sagittarians do not like to be tied down, and we definitely don't like rules and restrictions. Yeah. So we can also be seen as the wild child, right, of the zodiac. So again, very free-spirited. Sagittarius has a tendency, though, to be very blunt and honest when they're delivering a message. Sometimes it can come across as being insensitive, right? But it's kind of their nature just to let you know how it is, so there's no miscommunication or misunderstanding. Sagittarius is a mutable fire sign, which means they adapt easily to change. They are ruled by the planet Jupiter. Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system. Jupiter expands everything that it touches, all the good and all the not so good. So no wonder there's a lot of vibrancy and energy surrounding our Sagittarian friends, right? So Sagittarians are also natural philosophers. We like to see the bigger picture, and we find the details to be a little mundane and a little boring. Like, yeah, I don't want the details. I want to see the big picture, and I will figure out how to get there. We kind of leave the details to the signs that are a little more detail oriented, right? Because we're not all perfect at everything. You know, we have our beginning signs in the astrology, and they're the foundation setters. They're the ones in making the plans, and Sagittarius has the whole vision, and then we bring everyone else together to help to bring that vision into reality, right? And so Sagittarius, though, can also be a little impatient and a little restless, right? We do not like routines. We like to go like from one thing to another. So completing tasks is not our strong suit. Now I was born under a new moon. That is the very beginning of something, right? New moons are beginnings, planting new seeds. My life path number is 9. That is completion. I am literally from the beginning to the end. I kind of like quantum jump over things. I have a tendency to kind of bypass. It's part of who I am, you know? So let's pull some cards, shall we? Let's pull some cards and see what the season of Sagittarius holds for us in our astrology. We will start off with Aries, because that's how we always start off. Hello, Aries. How are you? Our fellow fire signs. How is Aries doing? And we'll just pull a couple cards for Aries. What does Sagittarius season hold for our fellow fire sign, Aries? How is everyone doing? This is such a great time of year, right? Because everything is just illuminated and lit up. Granted, we are in retrograde season as well, but like the world lights up. So yeah, so lean into that if you're going, especially if you're going through something. Okay, we'll take these. We have the Ace of Wands. This is for Aries. The Queen of Pentacles. And Temperance. We have a Sagittarius card. Sagittarius, right here. Wheel of Fortune. That's Sagittarius energy as well. We'll take that as the root of your reading. Wheel of Fortune, the wheel of destiny and fate, right? And Aries, it looks like it's turning in your favor. Ace of Wands, fire energy, right? New passions, maybe new projects that you're working on. And as soon as you start to feel into that, and this could be an opportunity coming your way. Someone might say, hey, listen, Aries, like I need help with this. And this is all for our sun, moon, and rising, right? So whether you're Aries, sun, moon, or rising, it applies to all that. Someone may come up and say, hey, listen, Aries, I need help with something. And it could be something completely out of your wheelhouse. But if you start to do it, all of a sudden, like the Queen of Pentacles, like you start to find a new love, maybe a new way. It could be a new way, to make money, right? It could be a new passion project that you really let yourself get involved in. You have two Sagittarian cards back to back, Temperance and the Wheel of Fortune. Temperance is, balancing things out, especially if this is a new area that is not in your wheelhouse. That's something that's not familiar to you, but you're really enjoying it. Like, give yourself grace and time, Aries, to learn and to explore this new thing. Sagittarians are the explorers. Use that energy to help you to explore and take time and balance things out. Here's the thing. The Wheel of Destiny, Aries, is turning in your favor. It is guiding you to some new projects. So Aries, that is your reading. I hope that has been inspirational. Hope you have found some guidance for this season. And we will go on to Taurus. Hello, Taurus. How are you? Happy Sagittarius season. And we should all really be excited when it's our season. Whether it's your sun, moon, and rising. I only have one because I'm a triple Sag. But if you have, 2 or 3 different signs, like, you should be really excited during those signs, right? Because you're really highlighted and things in your life start to really make sense and start to blossom. So Taurus, let's see what Sagittarius season holds for our Taurian friends. Our first earth sign of the zodiac. So let's pull out some more cards. Let's see what comes up for our Taurus friends. Page of Pentacles. Oh, I love this. And Pentacles is your sign, is your element, right? It's an earth element, and you are an earth sign. And the page would be associated with Taurus because you are the first sign, or the first element, the first earth sign. 10 of Wands. Okay, at the root, Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. So, new opportunities, right? New chances to build something new. Let's see what this is about, though. King of Cups. So, we have King of Cups, Page of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. So, harnessing your emotions, Taurus, or more about understanding your emotions. Again, you're the first earth sign. You only have Aries in front of you. You haven't had any water in front to go by yet. So learning to understand your emotions. So there could be some new feelings coming your way. And I say that because you have the 10 of Wands. Now, a lot of people, for all these cards, there's different ways to read them. And the 10 of Wands is like, could feel like you're the only person doing the work. You're the only one putting in the effort. And you may have to understand what this effort means to you. What are your feelings around this effort? This Ace of Pentacles is asking you to get really grounded, right? To start fresh. And as well as the Page of Pentacles. What are you learning with all of this that you're putting in? And is there feel like there's an imbalance for you, Taurus, at this time? Again, you pulled two pentacles, 2 earth elements that are the curiosity ones, like the beginning stages. And you are at the beginning stages, right, of the zodiac. So take a look at your emotions. You're really being called here to learn about your feelings. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. So Taurus, you'll have to let me know what this means for you. And again, this 10 of Pentacles, you can feel like you're the only one putting in any effort. Like you're doing all this work by yourself. So that can feel defeating and frustrating, or it can be a sense of accomplishment, like, look what I did. Again, harnessing in your emotions, not letting them take over you, but looking at them in with a fresh new perspective, through the perspective of the page. So Taurus, that is your reading for Sagittarius season. Hopefully that has helped you. And let's go on to Gemini. Hello, Gemini. How are you? Gemini will feel Sagittarius season just as equally as Sagittarius, because we are on the opposite sides of the wheel. We are the balancing energies of each other. Although sometimes the balancing energies can feel like they are throwing us off balance, right? Yeah, I get that. I feel that. So you have the world card as your first card, major arcana. And it is the last card of the major arcana. So it could be a completion of cycles. 5 of Cups. Knight of Wands. Interesting. What happened here? At the root of the deck, you have 9 of Swords. Oh, Gemini. So, and this is good. The world indicates a completion of cycle, coming full circle. Like, you've learned a lot. 9 of Swords, right? This is a completion of cycles as well. You're coming to an end of a phase where there's a lot of mental fatigue, or it could be, I'm getting this, hello, if I could speak. Mercury is still retrograde. The universe is saying mental fog, if that's making any sense. You have the 5 of Cups. So there's a feeling of either feeling lost within yourself, or as if you've lost something or someone, as if relationships are not the same as they were or as you want them. Right? In this world card, she's resting. So for some of our Gemini friends, you may need to take a step back and re-nurture yourself and rest, because you have the Knight of Wands. Knight is youthful energy, like teenage energy, right? But he's going off on his own, just him and his dog. You may have to take a break and just get away, especially if you're feeling like emotionally lost, either in your own emotions or with the situations around you. This is a really good time to step away from everything, right? And get clear on, again, whatever they're telling me. This is mental fog. I don't know. You'll have to let me know if that resonates with you. But there's some mental fog that's there, and it could be around. This feels like a heartbreak. It's not the 3 of Swords, which is the traditional heartbreak card, but this feels like there's, like, maybe not a heartbreak, but a disappointment, as if someone or people have disappointed you. Finding faith back in yourself, coming back to what ignites you, Gemini. For a lot of you, you've been pleasing other people and you haven't been pleasing yourself. Sagittarius is about taking care of yourself, doing the things that light you up first. So if you feel like you've been taking care of others, Gemini, or pleasing others, it's a good time to take a step back, take a break, reconnect back to the things that light you up and make you feel vibrant. And again, because there was a man in the boat with his dog, that tells me that there's very few people that you entrust with your emotions, that you entrust to share these things with. So reach out to them, Gemini, and take a break and honor yourself, right? We're coming into the holiday season. Honor yourself and go out, check out some lights out there. Check out the holiday decor. And let's go into, hello, Cancer. How are our Cancer friends today? So Jupiter, the ruling planet of Sagittarius, is in Cancer right now. It will be there until June of 2026. it is retrograde. And it loves being retrograde. It loves being in Cancer. Jupiter loves to be in Cancer. Cancer is about home and family and the things that, the root of who we are as people in our emotional place. So let's see what Sagittarius holds for our Cancerian friends. Okay, we have a bunch of cards here, so we'll take them. Knight of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. You pulled the Sagittarius Queen. 8 of Swords. Very interesting. And 2 of Swords. On the root, you have, oh, there we go, the Hanged Man. I don't have the glasses on that I should be wearing. The Hanged Man. I love how he's a yogi doing headstand. I do these all the time in class. And people just kind of look at me like, what is she doing? What is she doing? So the Hanged Man, getting a new perspective on things, shifting your energy, right? Taking the focus to your higher consciousness. And why do I say that? You have the 8 of Swords and the 2 of Swords. 2 of Swords is trying to make a decision. And this is like the shadow of himself here, like part of him feels defeated, like he just has to like go into the water and feel defeated. And then the other part of him is like, no, I've got my bow and arrow. I'm ready to take action. But the thing is, like, what action are we taking? What action do you want to take? 8 of Swords. No, what haven't you allowed yourself to see or to experience? I'm kind of feeling this is a more of an experience thing, although swords are associated with your mind and your thoughts. But Cancer, what have you not allowed yourself to see? Because in this, right, the version, she's looking at herself with her eyes, with no blindfold on, but she's seeing a time where she just kept herself from seeing whatever it is that she was supposed to be seeing. For some of you, it could be your own power. It could be your own ability, your higher consciousness, and owning who you are, owning all the strength. Look at this. I love this Queen of Wands, right? And this is, again, Sagittarius fire energy. And she's walking, and like the cattle, they're just following her, right? She doesn't have anything around them. She's just walking, and they're just following her. There's no effort. Maybe your thing is to release the effort, Cancer. Knight of Pentacles. He looks like he's seeking. He's got a map here, and it's got the little trail and then the sunflower as to, you know, where the thing is that he's seeking. Maybe this is not the thing. Maybe it's to release the effort of seeking and allow yourself to go into the effort of knowing. This is very strong for you, Cancer. Hopefully this is resonating. I love this for you, though. I love this for you. Cancer, if you have any questions, put them in the comments, reach out, and let's go a little deeper for you. Hello, Leo, my fellow fire signs. How is Leo? What does Sagittarius hold for our Leo friends during this fiery season? Yeah, full of passion, excitement, joy, unexpected adventures. Yeah, put myself and a Leo together and we can get into a lot of trouble. And some of my Leo friends out there know exactly who I'm talking about. So what does Sagittarius season hold for our Leo friends in the collective community here? Leo, on the root of the deck, you have King of Pentacles. Someone who is self-made, probably an entrepreneur. In this time, we call it an entrepreneur. Like back in the day, they're probably called like business owners or something to that effect. Okay, you have King of Pentacles on the root of the deck. You have Seven of Pentacles. You have the Hermit. I love it. And you have the Nine of Cups. Ah, I love this, Leo. Seven of Pentacles, right? Like, do you even see how full your wheelbarrow is? I mean, it's like the flowers, like the sunflowers are just kind of jumping in, like saying, hey, look at me. Like, I am something you have created. Look at what you have done. So there might be a moment of, the word modesty is coming up. As you start to reflect, Leo, on like everything that you've accomplished, right? Fulfillment, being self-made, financial independence, security. There might be a humbling moment here for you, Leo, to go like, oh my gosh, like I can't believe like I did this. Like me, I was able to do all of this. I was able to create this. Look at this. By following your path, by following your soul's calling, things start to line up. They start to actually come to you instead of you having to fight to go get them. They start to just kind of come to you, like the Queen of Wands, where she's just walking and her energy is just drawing to her what she needs. I think you're going to have a very deep moment here, Leo, of like, oh my gosh, like this is so exciting for you. Like, oh, I did this. Like, I did this. Nine of Cups, emotional fulfillment, right? Just all of your dreams, all your desires, your heart is filling up with all of this great abundance of really sweet love. And there's no conditions around it. It's not like, oh, you're being loved because of everything that you've accomplished. But this could also be, Leo, like you're actually starting to learn to love yourself. Leo, I love this. Leo, let me know. Curious minds, right? Hello, Virgo. How is Virgo? Happy Sagittarius season to my Virgos. I know I say this all the time. I love Virgos. I'm actually going to go meet a Virgo friend of mine in New York City in December. I am so excited. I cannot wait. I am so excited. But we will do this reading here. How is Virgo? Let's see what Sagittarius season holds for probably one of my favorite earth signs. Yeah, Virgos. You're just so passionate. And I think Virgo underestimates themselves. I really kind of get the idea that Virgo does not really know what they bring to the table, you know. Let's see what else is coming out for our Virgo friends. And on the root of the deck for you, Virgo, is the Hierophant. A lot of these high soul calling cards. The Hierophant is the counterpart to the High Priestess, the divine counterpart. The Hierophant is depicted in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot as looking as the Pope of the Catholic Church. Here it is man and a buffalo, right? But man and animal, but third eye to third eye, like soul to soul, connecting. This is a really powerful thing, Virgo. Let's see what these downward cards hold. Death, right? Rebirthing. Oh my gosh. Virgo. 4 cards, 3 of them are major arcanas. I mean, I kid you not. The Hierophant is at the root of the deck. That soul-to-soul connection is what Sagittarius season is holding for you. Death. Death is rebirthing, right? Coming through those telling me coming through the dark night of the soul, coming through a very big shadow phase. So that is ending for you. That probably got pretty intense for some of you in Scorpio season, because this is a Scorpio card. Coming into the Magician, look at the butterflies. Look at the butterflies around her. Look at all of this energy. You are for lack of a better term, like birthing a new you or blossoming into a more highly elevated version of yourself, elevated in all ways. In all ways. Ace of Cups. Sorry, my screen keeps popping things up. Ace of Cups. Your version of love is starting to turn more into something really deep. Really deep. Not the surface love. It's starting to turn into something extremely deep that you will know it, Virgo, when you feel it. You will know it when you feel it. There's a whole new experience. And this could all be about loving yourself as well. Especially since, like, the alchemist here, right? The magician. Look at all these butterflies. Look at all this transformation. It's just blossoming around you because you've gone through a really tough period. You may still be going through it. But look at the light around here, right? Just look at all the light around here. And again, this is more soul-to-soul connections. Virgo. I'm a little jealous here. I'm not kidding you. But I love this for you, Virgo. Let me know how this plays out during Sagittarius season. And we will go into, hello, Libra. How is Libra doing today? Happy Sagittarius season to my Libra friends. And we know my youngest daughter is a Libra. She is, as I am a triple Sag, she is a triple Libra. So, yeah. It's like, really? How did that happen? Well, I don't know. But anyway, so happy birthday. Happy Sagittarius season, Libra. Okay, Knight of Pentacles, straight out of the gate again. That came out before. So let's see where this is taking you to. Where are you going? What? Do you see this? Okay, let me just grab these cards. Because when cards want to be seen, they want to be seen. On the route for Libra is Seven of Wands. Again, carving your own path, going in your own direction. And here it is. Like, you have the map. It's kind of like you drew the map up yourself, Libra. Like, as Sagittarius sees like the big picture, like, you're walking your own path and you're deciding where your destination is. You're not crossing this bridge because this map told you to, guided you to cross the bridge. This map came about as a result of you going on your own path and crossing your own bridge, if that's making any sense. Three of Cups, celebrating life. Celebrating life with the people who matter most to you. And the best card in the whole deck, the Sun. Allowing yourself to be energized and illuminated and allowing people to, this is almost like a magnetic card, like people will start to be drawn to you. You have a really good year coming up, and I'll be doing a yearly reading for everybody, like in December, it'll be out for January for all the signs. But you're really magnetic now, Libra. Why? Because you walk your own path. And from that path, then you create the map. So this is probably not your map. This is the map that you're creating for others to follow. You might start to become a leader or an inspiration for people as to how to find their inner joy and how to find their inner sun. This is really big, Libra. This is really big. So Libra, I am excited for this for you. This is a great reading for you. It's a great reading for anybody, right? But you got it. So let us know. And you will move on to, hello, Scorpio. How is Scorpio doing? Happy Sagittarius season. So Scorpio, we just came out of the depths of Scorpio. We know you are the card of death and rebirth. And then following you, once they have their rebirth, they go right into Sagittarius season, out into the light, out into exploring new ways of being. So what does Sagittarius season hold for our Scorpion friends? Five of Wands. This is a very interesting Five of Wands. Normally in the traditional Rider-Waite, it looks like it can be conflict. But this looks like it's a game. But let's see. Let's see what else comes out for our Scorpion friends during Sagittarius season. And on the root of the deck for our Scorpion friends is the Knight of Wands. I think Gemini had this, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody had this, right? Again, you and your trusted friends, whoever it is that they are, keeping this circle small, trusting only a few. So you have Five of Wands, Page of Swords, the Emperor. Well, you're not mincing words, are you, Scorpio? No, not at all. Five of Wands. This is a very interesting Five of Wands because it almost looks like a game of hide and go seek. It looks like some of those folks are hiding behind the poles. Okay, so I have a thumbs down on my screen. I'm not quite, I don't know what's going on. It looks like it's playing like a game of hide and seek. It's almost as though this is the power person here, which would be the person I'm reading for, which would be Scorpio. And whatever power you hold over these people, it's like, oh, like, right? He's the one who's got his hand on these lights, right? He's the one who's illuminating the path. And it's up to those who want to join or not. Page of Swords. You are really inspired right now, Scorpio. You've got a lot of great ideas and ingenuity coming into your awareness and focus. And there's no stopping you, right? You've spent some time contemplating and alone with yourself, maybe your trusted friend, and your emotions, right? He's in a boat, but he's on the water, sitting in or on with his emotions. Scorpio, you're going straight to the top, the Emperor, like the ultimate father figure, right? This is not just logic, but it is, you know, principles of life that you live by. This is the rules and the goals that you have set for yourself, and you're going straight for them, Scorpio. I mean, there's nothing holding you back, and people actually see that you are the holder of the light. You are the holder of the path forward. Whether or not they choose to join you is up to them, and you don't care. You're like, wait, I've sat with my emotions. I've sat with myself. I've sat with those that I trust. And I've gained a lot of clarity and a lot of insight about who I am and where I want to go. And there's nothing stopping you, Scorpio. You're going straight to the top. Straight to the top. I'm loving these readings for Sagittarius season, Scorpio. That is for you. If you want clarity, you need any more information, feel free to reach out. And Sagittarius, this is your season. Happy birthday. Let's see what this holds for our Sagittarius friend. Okay. Sagittarius friends on the root of the deck. Queen of Wands. This is you, Sagittarius. This is your queen, right? And just walk the path. You know, they say when you start to walk the path will open for you, right? It's when you start to take one inspired step, then the rest of the path will unfold for you. You have, again, oh my gosh, Knight of Wands. This is supposed to be the card of the day. Page of Cups. Page of Swords. What is this? Like Scorpio is coming right into Sagittarius. It's like Scorpio is saying, hey, Sag, listen, this is what I have learned. I'm going to share this with you. Take a moment. Don't be quite as impulsive. Sit with your emotions a little bit. Page of Cups. Lean into that intuition. Lean into that powerhouse within you. You've got a lot of clarity coming your way. And as soon, Sagittarius, as soon as you start to do these things, taking steps back, leaning in, slowing down, letting go of the need to be impulsive, which I know, right? We're impulsive. We kind of shoot from the hip sometimes. Sometimes our mouth says things that our brain hasn't even caught up with yet. Slow down, Sagittarius. This is your reading, is to slow down. Once you do and you gain that clarity and you lean into your heart and your intuition, again, you become the queen of your own world. You start to walk your path, and those who are aligned with your path will start just to follow. Some of our Sagittarians are starting to become natural born leaders or natural leaders. Some of you might rise to the point of where you are in leadership roles, whether it is work, whether it is entrepreneurship, whether it is like spiritual teachings, like this is kind of a spiritual teaching. Whatever it is, some of our Sagittarians are moving into their leadership roles. And this is the time, Sagittarius, to do it. This is the time. This is your time. This is your energy. Lean into that. Let's throw these into the deck. And we will go on to, hello Capricorn. How is Capricorn today? Happy Sagittarius season, right? So Sagittarius and then Capricorn. Oh, and I love Capricorns too. I told you I have a lot of Capricorn energy on my father's side. Like a lot. January in my dad's side is a busy birthday month. I said this before, my paternal grandmother, my dad's mother, was born on January 1st. January 1st, year 1890. I mean, a whole new decade, a lot of energy, a lot of grounded work. 8 of Cups, first card out. Moving towards your goals and dreams. Moving towards your goals and dreams and moving away from the things that are not working for you. But let's see what else comes out for our Capricorn friends. And I love this card. It's like she's following the sun. I don't know if the sun is rising or the sun is setting, but it's beautiful. She's just kind of following the sun towards her dreams. She looks like she's walking in towards the water, so moving to her emotions, right? To her emotional stability and not being afraid to be overtaken by them because she's strong. She knows where she's going. Capricorn, on the root of the deck for you is Ace of Cups, right? So, new love or new stirrings in your heart center. The word infatuation is coming up, but I'm not quite sure that that's the right word. But there's new stirrings coming into your heart. For some of our Capricorn friends, your intuition might be growing even further. You have 8 of Cups, King of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. This Knight has been coming up quite a bit as well. Ace of Cups. A lot of cups. Water is your opposite sign, as your opposite element. Following your heart, right? Following your heart. Letting it take you where it will lead you. Following your heart means leaving behind anything that is not heart-centered for you. And in doing so, right, King of Cups. Not being afraid of your emotions and not being afraid of your intuition. Like I said, for some of you, I think your intuitive abilities are starting to grow. So if you were cautious about that in the past, Capricorn, like that's fading away. It's kind of like this is a calling, or like you're being summoned to lean into this element or aspect of yourself. I think I've said this before. My dad's mother, my paternal grandmother, was highly psychic. Highly psychic. She passed when I was 12, and she came to me in a dream, I don't know, about 5 or 6 years ago. And she showed me down the lineage the women in the family who were given the gift, and then those who were not. I don't know why she showed me the ones who were not, because I would have been able to figure that out. But this is a really deep calling for you, Capricorn. Listening to your heart and, yeah, not being afraid of what it's going to reveal to you. This has been a plan this is a plan that has been set forth before you were born. So for some of you, if you do past life things, this may come up. This could be soul contracts that are starting to make their way into you. This has already been aligned for you, Capricorn, before you were born. This is a big thing. So Capricorn, lean into your intuition. Lean into your heart. Just go. Wherever the calling is calling you, just go. Trust it. Master it. It's already written. Right? The path is already there. Start to walk. And Aquarius. Hello, Aquarius. Happy Sagittarius season for my Aquarian friends. How are you? I hope everyone is doing well and enjoying this season. Even with the retrogrades, it's fine, right? It's fine. Things are going to get a little more amped up, but that's okay. We can handle it. So what does Sagittarius season hold for our, oh my goodness, Aquarius friends? The moon. Okay. So what is deep within? Let's see what else comes up before I start to lean into this card. Because this card can take us in a couple of different directions, especially when we have like a tamed dog, like a pet, and then we have a wolf. So balancing out that the human part of ourselves and the spiritual part of ourselves, diving into both of those and making sense of all of that. And on the root of the deck for Aquarius, Six of Swords. I think this came up before. Although I did a reading before this, so maybe that's where it came up at. Going in a new direction, right? Let's see. You have the moon. Oh my goodness. I am telling you. Oh my gosh. I just, you saw my shuffle. You saw me put these cards in. The moon, right? Balancing your earth life and your spiritual self. And leaning into that shadow element as to where the two meet. They meet on the inside in the shadows. Page of Pentacles. Again, or Knight of Pentacles. We just had this card. Queen of Wands. Six of Swords. There's a lot of spiritual elevation happening during the Sagittarius season. I'd like to take credit for that, but it's not me. But there's a lot of big movement forward. It's almost like quantum leaps for some of our signs. Going in to new places that we hadn't anticipated. Aquarius, I get the feeling that there's a quick, although the Tower card is not here, we have, again, Temperance on the bottom, underneath of the Six of Swords, Temperance, which is Sagittarius. Queen of Wands, Sagittarius Queen. With the moon and the Six of Swords, I get a feeling there's a quick movement or a quick move or change and shift for our Aquarius friends. And again, this could be work related, where you're moving into the role of leadership or management or authority. For you guys, I get the feeling this is a work related. It may not be. You have to let me know. I feel like this is work related, to where it would require you moving to someplace else, like literally moving homes. Whether it's from one part of the country to the other, from one country to another country. I get the feeling there's a big move coming for you that is financially influenced, but because you have shown the leadership skills that you have to do the job. I get the feeling this is something you've secretly wanted. that maybe you haven't, well, not secretly, but something you haven't really shared, Aquarius. And just look at the colors between the Temperance and the Moon, right? The colors are very, very similar. Where this is the full moon here, this is the sun shining here, like balancing. So it's time for you to kind of get out of the shadows, Aquarius, and step into the light of the dream that you've been planning for a while. You've been working towards this. You have displayed your ability to lead and to guide. There's financial incentive, and if that's important to you, it's always important, right? I think this is going to come up fairly quickly, though, for our Aquarius friends. And I believe that this is going to involve a move. Again, moving home, moving to a new country, a new part of the country, a new city. And there's a move coming for you, Aquarius. That's what I'm getting. So, Aquarius, that is your reading. And let's go to our Pisces. Hello, Pisces. Happy Sagittarius season. To our Piscean friends, we know the last sign of the zodiac. Our patient ones, our fish, right? They just kind of go swimming around like, oh, just enjoying life until it's like, oh, wait, it's your turn. They go, okay, here I am. So Pisces, what does Sagittarius season hold for our Pisces friends? And let's dive in and let's see. I'm just amazed sometimes at the same cards that keep coming up and up in the reading. Oh my gosh. I think Spirit is playing with me. Strength, Leo energy. And just look at that. Why did I say, oh my gosh? Because again, you saw this card just popped out. 6 of Swords. So there's movement for sure. So 5 of Cups, the Tower, 6 of Swords. Okay, so strength. So this is a learning lesson for our Pisces friends. A learning lesson or, yeah. So again, Pisces has been going through a hard time lately. For a while. I mean, for this past year has been really difficult for Pisces. All in all, if you go back and watch all the Pisces readings, like they've been through it, right? And some of them might be feeling a little isolated because of things that are happening that are kind of like sometimes out of their control or coming up completely unexpected. But here's the thing, Pisces, like this is done. The Tower is coming. This is done. This is over with. It's time for you to move forward. It's time for you to lean in to your intuition and let that move you forward to someplace different, because wherever it is you're at, whatever it is you're doing, that's done. That's not working for you. It's going to require strength. But it's a compassionate strength. It's not a hard-hitting, hard-edged strength. This is a strength filled with a lot of compassion and a lot of love. To the point where the card underneath of that is 10 of Cups. And then under that is the Star. And we'll stop there. There's a lot of love and a lot of support for you, Pisces, and the Star. The Star is the card that comes after the Tower and the Tarot. So things start to break apart. Things start to feel like everything is crumbling. There's nothing you need to do. Sit back, let the energies do their things. And then the Star pops up. This is Aquarius energy, by the way. This is Aquarius. And then you find that light within. You find that strength. You start to lean in and you get clear on where you need to go, what steps you need to take for yourself. It's been a long road for you, Pisces, and I feel that for you. I have some Pisces in my circle. And sometimes this feels like it's one thing after another after another. Here's the thing, Pisces. It's coming to an end. The Tower. Right after that is the Star in the major arcana, in the journey, in the Fool's journey. Card number 16 and card number 17. Back to back. So as soon as the Tower hits, the Star comes out. It's not a long waiting period. And look at the Strength card. It's illuminated. It's not dark. It's not gloomy. It's not fearful. She's not afraid of the lion. The lion is not afraid of her. They're making friends. They're creating harmony. 10 of Cups. A fulfilling life is waiting for you, Pisces. You have to move in that direction, and you'll be guided. I don't think you have to do a whole lot. I think things are going to start turning around for you, especially as you have the Tower and the Star and the Strength. Again, 3 major arcanas. So if you're feeling a little lost and isolated, yeah, I get that. This is going to end. This is going to end. Or maybe you've been isolating yourself, Pisces. Because Pisces can do that, right? They tend to like step back and step away from everything and everyone. Things are turning around for you, Pisces. So everyone, thank you for watching. I so appreciate you. I truly do. If you get anything out of these videos, maybe give it a thumbs up. Maybe like the channel or subscribe or whatever that is, to hit the bell notification, whatever that thing is. Share this with someone in your life who could use a little inspiration for this season of Sagittarius. And if you would like to schedule a private reading, my information is in the description below, and I am also doing online Zoom holiday parties. I'm only doing 8 of them. So if you are interested in that, you have to, the hostess, whoever is hosting the party, they will get a free reading the following week if they have 5 paying guests. I limit it to 8 guests, but with 5 paying guests, the following week we schedule the hostess, and she or he gets a free a complete reading, not a mini reading. These are mini readings or 3 card readings, kind of like what we did today, with a little more detail. But the hostess gets a free, full, comprehensive reading. It's about an hour to an hour and a half, and it will take you through the entire year. So if you're interested in that, email me or put a comment in here. And happy Sagittarius season, everyone. Until next time, I send you light, I send you love, and yeah, go be your badass self. Let your light shine.